Have you ever experienced a heartbreak? Well, if you have, then you will agree with me that it is not a pleasant experience at all. It could make you lose yourself. Some people could go on years without even discovering themselves again because of one heartbreak. And women usually take the greatest hit. Yes, men love as well, but men don't love as much as women. Okay, so if you're a woman, you need to be aware of the types of men to be wary of because this types of men can give you a very, very heavy heartbreak. Okay, you don't want to be the victim. My name is Chris, and you're welcome. Number one is the manipulator. You see, the manipulator is very smooth. He knows all the right things to say and do. With him, you feel very comfortable. He makes you feel like you have found the one and that you don't have to look any further. You could even find yourself making plans about the future, making plans about the sort of family you want to have with him. But guess what? He is not serious about anything. He is saying this guy would gaslight you, this guy would lie to you, this guy would deceive you. And if you ever, call him out or catch him in the act, he would try to make it look like you are making things up. Oh yes, he would gaslight you to a point where you will begin to question yourself. You will begin to question your sanity. The manipulator says one thing and does another thing. Their stories are never coherent. Their stories are never consistent. The manipulator knows all the right things to say. So it's in your best interest not to listen to the things he says. Instead, pay attention to his actions. And when you notice that his actions don't align with his words, that is your cue to take to your heels because he knows all the right things to say and will keep saying them to you just so he will continue to have his way with you. Another type of man you really need to be wary of to avoid if you don't want to have a heartbreak is the commitment phobe. You see, the commitment phobe is just as smooth as the manipulator. The only difference is that he is not willing to commit to you in any way. You see, the manipulator could lie to you about committing to you. Okay, they could give you the impression that they are committed to you, but in the real sense, they are not. However, the commitment phobe would be upfront about it. You see, both of you could be picture perfect. Both of you could have it all figured out together as a couple. The only thing is they don't want to be labeled as your boyfriend or your man. They don't want to have a tag on the relationship. And when you bring it up, they tell you things like, oh, I don't like labels. Do we have to label it? Why can't we just continue to do what we are doing? Why can't we just be free and love each other on our own terms? They don't want to commit to you because they don't want to be accountable to you. They can treat you as their girlfriend, their fiance. They can even do everything for you. But the moment you start talking about commitment, they pull away. And that's because they don't see themselves being committed to you. In other words, you are not good enough for them to commit to. So there's no future with that man. There's no future at all because for there to be a future for you guys, there's got to be commitment. So if he's not committing to you, where is the future? If both of you have been together for a while and he's not talking about, the future, he's not making any plans, that is your cue, okay? He is a commitment phobe and you can't have any meaningful future with a commitment phobe. Another type of man you need to avoid if you don't want to experience a serious heartbreak is the mama's boy. The mama's boy loves his mother so much he would put nothing before her. She comes first. She is his world. And it's a good thing to love your mom. I think everybody should love their mom. Everybody, every man, every woman should love their mom. However, it becomes a problem when he begins to put her ahead of you as his woman. Okay, especially when it's obvious that in certain scenarios, her thoughts or opinions or needs shouldn't come first. The mama's boy doesn't have a mind of his own. He's always talking to his mom and getting her opinion on issues before he decides on anything. He consults her, he speaks to her. He's like, Mommy, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? She's his mom. She gave birth to him and raised him and made him the man that he is today. You know, if she didn't raise him well, you probably wouldn't have found him good enough for you. However, if it's too much in the sense that he puts her needs before yours, then there's a problem. And you can tell if he's a mama's boy just by having normal conversations with him. Upon meeting him, he hardly makes a full sentence without mentioning his mom. He would say, Oh, my mom said this, my mom said that, she thinks this, she thinks that. You are dealing with a mama's boy. A mama's boy would have to take permission from his mom to do anything for you, to be there for you. And if his mom says you're not good enough for him, that's the end of that relationship or whatever it is. He cannot go on with you without his mom's permission. Another type of man you need to be wary of if you don't want to have a heartbreak is the narcissist. You see, the narcissist sees nobody but himself. He cares about nobody but himself, including you. Oh, yes, you're not exempted. He might say he loves you and cares about you, but from his actions, you can see that the only person he loves is himself. The narcissist loves attention, okay? He wants everything to be about him. He wants you to talk about him. He wants you to do everything for him. He would never make out time for you. And that's because he doesn't even see you. He doesn't even acknowledge you. Okay. If you're dating a narcissist, you're just going to get tired and tired because he would never give you the attention that you desire. And you can tell that he's a narcissist if he always finds a way to make every conversation about him. If he always wants to be the one talking, he never gives you a chance to talk. The moment you want to say something, he interrupts you and somehow makes it about him. It's always about him. It's always about his needs. He complains when he feels that you're not paying attention to him. But guess what? He never pays attention to you. He never does. He's always right. He's always, the one in the know. He doesn't even feel that you know anything. He doesn't feel that you can be of much help to him because he is the one who knows everything, apparently. Getting involved with a control freak is a recipe for a breakup, okay? It's only a matter of time before that relationship packs up, unless, of course, you don't mind being controlled for the rest of your life. A control freak enjoys being in control. He enjoys being in charge and he would literally tell you how to live your life. He will tell you what to wear, whom to talk to, where to go, what to do, what not to. He would want to design your entire life for you. And that's not cool at all because you are an adult, you have your life to lead and should lead it on your own terms. You would hardly be happy with a control freak because he would literally zap your happiness. He would want you to do everything on his own terms, which is wrong because he's got his own life to lead and you've got yours. So why should he dictate to you how to lead yours? And if you try to stand up to him, he would either gaslight you or abuse you or even guilt trip you, claiming that he's doing all of that because he loves you and he's just trying to be protective, which is not true. If you continue to stay with him, you are going to lose yourself completely. All right. So these are some types of men you need to be wary of if you don't want to experience a very hard and heavy heartbreak. The thing with this man is, at first, they are so nice, they make you fall in love with them, they make you feel like they are the best men in the world. But as time goes on, they begin to reveal their true colors, and it's only a matter of time before the relationship comes to an end. It's either you call it quits or they will call it quits because they will say that you are being unbearable. Okay, my name is Chris and who's not talking to you in this one. Take a look around my channel. You'll find lots of other interesting videos. See you in the next one.